Yeah, I'm not really sure how that whole, like, death certificate thing works. Um, like, I'm not sure if it has to say male on it or, like, has to say female on it because of your birth certificate or whatever. But I would want it to say male. As far as, like, what I would want to be dressed up as, I probably, like, want a tux. But I probably wouldn't want a tux, actually. I'd probably want to be dressed up, like, head to toe in, like, longhorn gear. Hook 'em horns, for sure. Um, but considering, I don't think I really want to be buried. I think I want to be cremated. Um, but as far as, like, the funeral and things like that go, dress me up head to toe longhorn, a show. Um, and, like, another question I got was, why put myself through the struggle? Why go through all of this? Um, like, why not just be a girl and be happy with that? Why not just be like a lesbian and be happy with that, you know? Why do you have to be transgender? Why do you have to be so different? And what the hell, basically. Um, not a girl. It's just kind of that simple. Like, I'm just not a girl. I can't identify with girls, like, ever. I work with a lot of them, and they just, I don't know. I can't deal with it at all. Um, and, like, the guys at work, most of the guys at work, I just get along so much better with because I actually have things to talk about. Not to say that means some of the girls don't have things to talk about, because we do, but just, like, listening to them talk to each other, I could not be in that situation at all. Not to say, like, that's, like, the thing that makes me transgender, because it's not. But, just, I'm not a girl. I can't, like, pretend to be something that I'm not, you know? That'd be like asking a straight person, why not just be gay? You know, why not? Come on, it's fun. It's the cool thing to do nowadays, kinda. Why not just be gay? Why not just like somebody of your sex? Why not just like somebody of your gender? It's totally easy. I can show you how to do it. Come on. It's totally fine. Yeah, that wouldn't work at all. It doesn't happen like that in the world. So, like, yeah, it's just, it's just a different thing for everybody, you know? Not everybody, wants to, not everybody who, like, identifies as transgender wants to go through, like, hormone therapy or any surgeries or anything like that, or even wants to wear binders at work every day or every day just wherever. That's something that I've decided for me is, like, the best thing for me to do. If I didn't do those things, if I didn't see those things in my future, I guess. Um, Sorry about that honk. I don't know if you heard it, but there was a loud honk just now. But those are things that, for me, if I didn't see them in my future, I would have a very hard time living with myself. And it's just like, I don't know, I would have to kind of explain it as feeling like you didn't belong in your body. It's like you have a body, and you have to look at it every day, right? And it's just that feeling of not belonging in it at all. It's kind of like the ultimate extreme of not belonging in a group of people, or, like, in a little circle at work or in school or whatever. It's kind of like the extreme of not feeling like you belong there. I don't feel like I belong in my body at all. I feel like my body is like somebody else's. And it's just not mine at all. Um, I kind of have this really weird belief in reincarnation that it's totally ridiculous. Like, don't get me wrong. I know it's kind of ridiculous, but I have this belief that everybody's like born into whatever body that they're born into, but like the soul stays the same. And so like your soul may be male or female or whatever. Mine happens to be a male soul. If souls have a gender, I guess mine would be a male soul. But every like soul goes into like different bodies, if that makes sense. So my soul happened to go into a female body this time, but the next time it goes around, it'll be in a male body, and then it kind of like switches back and forth, and it just kind of depends on whether or not you do something about it. Like, I don't think so. By that belief, the last time my soul was used, it was in a male body. It probably felt fine. Didn't feel like anything, you know. But I can see how maybe the time before that, my soul felt very uncomfortable. Probably living the whole life as a female. But yeah, I don't see it as putting myself through anything. I just see it as taking the steps needed to feel like I belong in my body. And every day is a fight. I have to tell myself that it's all going to be worth it one day. 'Cause every day is like a new thing, and this week especially has just been a horrible week for dysphoria. And it's only Wednesday. It was almost Tuesday. It's only Wednesday, and I guess by my week I mean starting on Sunday. Yeah, it's only been 4 days, but I feel it's been a horribly dysphoric week for me. And it's been sucking a lot. So like every day I have to tell myself, it's going to be worth it. You know, you're building yourself up for all these great things to come, basically. That same coworker also asked me what's the hardest thing about being me. And I'd have to say work is like the biggest, hardest thing for me. Every day kind of being called ma'am or miss or whatever sucks a lot. Which I don't really get, because I tell you what, I can get my chest super duper flat, and still miss and ma'am all day long. It's ridiculous. And you know, we have really nice customers that come in all the time, and they're fantastic. And they're really nice, really horribly polite people. All they want to call me is ma'am, and it sucks. That's like the hardest thing, really. And to kind of combat that, whenever I hear ma'am, I like switch it to man, just to help me out, help my brain out a little bit, just a little bit. Sometimes it works, sometimes it just doesn't, but most of the time it works. And she asked me if it was just a phase. It's just a phase. It's just something you're going through. Let's say you go on hormones and then you don't feel like you want to be a man anymore. You don't want to go through it anymore. Is it just a phase? Do you think you'll ever grow out of it? No, I don't. Does a straight person ever think they're going to grow out of being straight? No. Does a lesbian ever think that they're going to grow out of being a lesbian? Does a gay male ever think that they're going to grow out of being gay? No. It's not like something you can grow out of, you know? It's just me. It's just the way I am. Yeah. Those are my questions. This is like part two of the video. Because the other one was kind of long. I'm sorry. But this is part 2. And it's also kind of long. And it was only like 4 questions. But they were kind of deep, personal questions. So, yeah. I hope you liked it. If you have any other questions for me, you can ask me in the comment section below. Or whatever. I might put my Facebook link on here and you can ask me on Facebook. Whatever. Float your boat. I might answer it in a